The Galactic Academy's combat simulation arena fell silent as the medical scanner's alarm pierced the air. Professor Vex'thor's crystalline eyes widened in horror as he read the display hovering above the human cadet. "Stop the simulation immediately," the Krillian instructor bellowed, his four arms gesturing frantically at the control panel. "The human has sustained critical injuries." Sarah Chen stood in the center of the arena, blood trickling from a gash above her eyebrow, her left arm hanging at an odd angle. The holographic opponents, Level 7 combat drones, circled her like predators. Around the observation deck, 200 alien cadets from 40 different species watched with a mixture of fascination and revulsion. "Don't stop it," Sarah said through gritted teeth, rolling her shoulder despite the obvious pain. "I'm not done." Vex'thor, a Threnian student with scales that shifted colors with emotion, leaned toward her friend. "Is she malfunctioning? Her bone structure has been compromised. Why doesn't she yield?" The combat drones resumed their assault. Sarah ducked under a plasma strike, her movements somehow faster now, more desperate. She grabbed a fallen practice staff with her good arm and swung it in a wide arc, her technique deteriorating into something raw and primal. "This is barbaric," muttered Colvin, a towering Vorgothi whose species was renowned for their military prowess. "She should have surrendered 10 minutes ago. Her species is too fragile for this program." Professor Vex'thor attempted to override the simulation, but Sarah had locked the controls from within the arena, a trick she'd learned from the Academy's engineering courses. The human moved with an unsettling determination, compensating for her injuries with improvisation rather than technique. A drone landed a solid hit to her ribs. The crack echoed through the arena. Sarah went down on one knee, coughing. "Somebody has to stop this," Vex'thor whispered, her scales flickering between orange distress and purple horror. But Sarah rose again. Always, she rose again. She pivoted on her heel, using her momentum to drive the staff into a drone's power core. It exploded in a shower of sparks. She didn't celebrate, just moved to the next target, limping now, her breathing ragged and wet-sounding. The alien students watched in stunned silence as the human continued fighting with what should have been incapacitating injuries. When the last drone fell, Sarah collapsed to her knees, the staff clattering beside her. The medical team rushed in immediately. Professor Vex'thor's tentacles trembled as he reviewed the damage report. Fractured ulna, 3 broken ribs, severe concussion, internal bleeding. By galactic standards, she should have been unconscious 20 minutes ago. In the medical bay later that day, the alien students gathered outside Sarah's recovery pod. Colvin was the first to speak, his massive frame seeming somehow smaller. "I was wrong," he said quietly. "Humans aren't fragile. They are terrifying." Vex'thor nodded, her scales settling into a steady gold, the color of respect. Her body was failing, but she kept fighting anyway. "How?" Dr. Myra Okonkwo, the human medical officer, overheard them from the doorway. She smiled sadly. "Adrenaline, determination, stubbornness, call it what you will. Humans have this peculiar trait. We don't know when to quit. Evolution made us persistent hunters. We chase prey until it collapsed from exhaustion. That instinct never left us. But the pain," Vex'thor began. "We feel it," Dr. Okonkwo interrupted. "Every bit of it. We just decide it doesn't matter. Not until the job is done." Inside the recovery pod, Sarah's eyes fluttered open. Through the transparent walls, she saw the crowd of alien students staring at her with something new in their eyes. Not pity or concern, but a wary, dawning respect. She'd come to the Galactic Academy to prove humans belonged among the stars. She'd done that today, though perhaps not in the way she'd intended. Tomorrow, she'd be back in training, because that's what humans did. They endured.